early. And it's really simple. If a boxer cannot defend himself, he is defenseless, that is when a referee needs to jump in and stop the fight because then that boxer is vulnerable to getting seriously hurt. In the case of Holyfield versus Belfort, Holyfield was still protecting himself and blocking a lot of the shots that Belfort was throwing. So therefore, that fight should not have been stopped. If the referee wanted, and we need to have some sort of code for referees, especially when it comes to stopping fights, and this is my suggestion to them and to the people who officiate. One, a boxer, if a boxer, for example, is not throwing back, right? He's not throwing back any punches, and the other boxer's in his combinations, he's running off his combinations on him, ask yourself this question. Talk to the boxer. Say, show me something. Okay? Because I'm about, show me something. Call the boxer's name, show me something. That's what the older boxers used to do. Show me something. That means don't just protect yourself, but also throw something back. Show me you're still in the fight. Okay? Now, we all know when a boxer cannot protect himself. And we see it when the boxer gets hit with a certain punch. Right? You can tell. In the case of Holyfield, he was clearly clairvoyant, and he knew what was going on. Okay? And that means he was shelling up to protect himself, and that's what he was doing. All right? He was in defense mode, and he did the right things. You stay low and you shell up. You don't shell up and just stay there, shell up. You stay low and shell up. Anyway, the point is that I've seen several fights where a boxer is rolling under punches, slipping punches, dipping from punches, blocking punches, and the referee just calls off the fight. You know, the other guy, he's throwing combinations, but he's not landing much of anything. I don't like that. Of all people in the world to do a premature stoppage you don't do it to Evander Holyfield. He has shown you year after year after year, time after time, that when the other guy seems to have made a surge, he comes back and he makes a surge. And I just feel that I'm pretty sure Holyfield's like, oh well. But Holyfield was like, they stopped it too early. And Holyfield is right. The ref did stop it too early. And I don't want to hear better early than late. You should know, one, because I see it, when a boxer's hurt, you should be able to watch into that boxer's eye and know that the boxer is there or he's not there. Okay? If a boxer is playing defense and he hasn't thrown a punch in 20 seconds, 30 seconds, it's because the other guy's raining down punches, then you can't blame him. He's trying to weather the storm till he can throw something back. He'll stop a fight because of that. Now, if 2, 3, 4 rounds go by and he's not throwing anything, much of anything, then you can stop the fight. Because the other guy just run 2, 3, 4 rounds. Or let's say the guy wins 7 rounds straight and the other guy's not throwing anything. That's totally different. But when a guy's defense, and he's all there defensively, you can see that. 1 or 2 punches get through, but he's all there defensively. You don't prematurely stop a fight. And so that referee who prematurely stopped the fight with Holyfield versus Belfort, just a note to the wise for the future. Don't be so gleeful and so anxious to stop the fight to protect a fighter's life that you actually shortchange that fighter from really displaying what they want us to display. Because I'm pretty sure Holyfield was going to weather the storm. Okay? It started off rough, but he was going to weather the storm. He wasn't like Tito was it Garcia? Whatever his name is. Tito, who got knocked out cold, right? He didn't get knocked out cold. So, and Holyfield's a guy that'll fight to the end anyway. But the point is, he didn't get knocked out cold, okay? He got dropped. That shot wasn't a shot that hurt him. The uppercut didn't hurt him. It's like a flash down. He didn't even get caught flush with that uppercut. He rolled the punch and he went back and he lost his balance and he fell down, right? So Obviously, he had little balance problems and stuff because the pace of the fight so fast and all of that. So it took him a little while to get into it. But I do say you can't do that because I look at Floyd versus Logan Paul. I know that was an exhibition, but nonetheless, Logan Paul started off with a blitz. He started blitzing Floyd. He was throwing combinations. Floyd was covering up, but he was getting rocked left, right, and center. Right? Logan was rocking him all around the ring. Now, just imagine if the referee said, "Oh, that's a veteran. We need to stop the fight right now." Just think about that. Okay? So you start off bumpy. That does not mean that you. And I think that's what Holyfield wanted to show and prove to the world what he could do. So this is just a note to referees. Observe the fighters very closely. Observe them very, very closely. And you want to give them the opportunity and the chance. Generally speaking, it's a combination of shots that puts a guy down and hurts him really bad. A right hand left hook, or in the case of a southpaw, a left hand right hook is what really could mess up a fighter. If you're being very attentive, like I hope you are, and this guy loves to throw left hooks, left uppercuts, kind of like a Mike Tyson thing, right? If you're being very attentive, a left hook, left uppercut will not severely hurt a guy and knock him out, okay? But what it could do, if he follows up, let's say, with a right hook, is destroy the guy. So you're, as a ref, standing there. If he gets the left hook, left uppercut, and you watch him, he's defenseless in the air, you jump in between before the guy throws the right hook. It's really that simple. If the guy looks defenseless, that's when you go in, refs. You do not go in when a guy's covering up. And Holyfield was covering up. What are you stopping the fight for? He covered up. So I didn't appreciate that. And I just thought I would talk about it again because maybe it's me, maybe I don't know. But from what I see, it's good to stop a fight prematurely, but not when a guy is being defensively responsible and he's defending himself. If he's defenseless, the moment you see him defenseless, cool. But he wasn't. He wasn't. Okay? So that's all I got to say about that. And that goes for future fights, no matter what kind of fight it is. Because I've seen a guy, he was doing, it was in Europe, and he had his defense going because he wasn't throwing any punches. I don't know if the referee was looking for an opportunity to end the fight because the guy was winning the fight. And he started ducking and weaving and he's slipping punches, and the ref just stops the fight. And the other guy's watching him like, what are you doing? Okay? You can't have premature stoppages like that. They're ridiculous, they're silly. And I think with the Holyfield case, yeah, you can justify it because he got knocked down. But really, honestly, that wasn't fair. It wasn't fair because Holyfield is a fighter. If you know anything about Holyfield, he's biding his time, riding the storm so he can come back. That's all I got to say for now about that. I thought it was on my mind. I said I would put it out there. Tonight, I'm going to do another video on, I'm going to do the StreamYard, and you guys can hop on if you want to. There are other programs you guys can go see as well. But StreamYard, I'm what you need. If you like this channel and you want to support it, you can support via Western Union MoneyGram. Just donate to me. You can also contact me to find out the details. I'm going to catch you guys later. What you need. Out. Peace.